Okay, I wish to bring up the issue of the harassment case between PSP volunteers and PAP volunteers. I've brought up this before, but so far we have received no response from the government. Now, on our side, our members have lodged a police report on harassment by PAP volunteers, and on their part, Ms. Leong has made allegations of a PSP volunteer slapping a PAP volunteer. So this is very serious allegation. Since police has completed their investigation, we urge for the outcome of the investigation to be released to the public so that we can know the truth.
When the West Coast was redesigned, initially it appeared a little bit worrying. But as I combed this whole area, I noticed actually my old village of Amaking, Lim Chu Kang were all resettled here. So I'm very cheered by the fact that, wow, I'm coming home, you know. So I told them, I look after you. I stick to my belief that the system that we created, the healthcare delivery system we created, actually is too expensive. So I actually suggested we must go back outside hospital care, because outside hospital care, I think, is so much cheaper. There's the Diabetic Society, there's the Kidney Society, there's so many organizations there. We should get them all together, because I believe the future of healthcare is home care. So if we don't have a home care delivery system, a system which involves all the ordinary Singaporeans to participate, the families to take part, we were going to have a big problem on health costs. So home care will be what we want to do when we go into Parliament.
First of all, I want to mention is that the campaign is coming to almost to the end. But the PAP, especially our opponent, Minister Desmond Lee, still have not actually responded to a lot of the national policies that we have raised in our rally speech and in our doorstops. So we have to actually talk about some real solutions. And PSP has proposed a solution in our affordable home scheme, which is a scheme that says that Singaporeans who just want to live in HDB flats do not need to pay land cost. That is a scheme that we think will work and will change lives of Singaporeans very differently if we implement it. How come over the last 20 years, the government didn't upgrade all these lifts in Jurong Spring? I request Minister Desmond Lee to give a definitive answer. First, on the national housing policy. Two, on these local issues that he liked to talk about. Why the lifts in Jurong Spring are not upgraded. We have debated GST many times. We have said that GST is a regressive tax, but the government tried to say that it is not. But all economists know that GST is a regressive tax. Although the lower income Singaporeans are being taken care of, but the middle class Singaporeans pay a lot more GST tax. And the ratio is roughly, as reported by the government in their speeches and all that, is roughly 60-40. 60% is paid by the higher income Singaporeans plus the foreigners. But they didn't give a breakdown. How much is paid by the foreigners? They just lump all these things together, 60%. But 40% of the GST is still paid by middle income Singaporeans. So the middle class Singaporeans in Singapore are a sandwich class. The more you raise the GST, the more the middle class Singaporeans will be suffering. And also during when they raised the GST, they took the opportunity to raise property tax in the name of a wealth tax. You didn't restrict your property tax increase to the highest, to the more, the bigger properties only, but you spread over all the properties that Singaporeans own.